This video is sponsored by Verve. For a limited time, go to verve.co/CircleTunesHD to get an ad-free 30-day free trial of Verve Premium. But more on them at the end of this video. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is a game made by Nintendo about 2.5 years ago, but I never got to really review it, so here I am.
Wow, Circle, this is so embarrassing for you. No one's even gonna care about your review now.
Well, the way I see it is we both paid $60 for the same game. You rushed it to complete your review in the first week, but I enjoyed it like a fine wine. And by that, I mean I was too lazy to beat it. Well, maybe lazy isn't the right word to use. I'd rather use intimidated by its incredible amount of content. When I started Breath of the Wild, I made sure I was going to do two things. One, do everything by myself, and two, never look anything up on the internet at all. I went like 30 hours without knowing you could cut down trees. What? I am so glad I chose to play this game totally blind because it made everything that happened an actual discovery and it felt like a real adventure. The first time I saw that massive flying yellow dragon, I nearly had a heart attack. And that is exactly what Breath of the Wild does the best. Past Zelda games are formulaic and samey, and trust me, I've played a ton of Zelda games and I do love them, but that's just a fact. Breath of the Wild takes that normal Zelda formula and absolutely demolishes it. Instead of giving a set goal and pattern of tasks you have to follow, it just pushes you out in the open and says, all right, kid, you think you're so good at video games, go be a fucking gamer, huh? Go kill Ganon, loser. Figure it out your damn self. I'm not holding your hand anymore. The game is so open, in fact, if you truly hate yourself, you can walk up straight to Ganon's front door and kill him. I mean, it's gonna be basically impossible, but that's your choice. You can do that.
Link will never save Princess Zelda.
Hey, I'm here to save the princess?
What the? How did you get in?
Yeah, it was kind of annoying. I had to walk through your front gate. There were a few angry robo-spiders, but I made my way here, so, hand her over. But because I don't have a death wish, I chose not to walk straight into Ganon's doom lair. I chose to actually adventure on and see what was waiting for me in this huge map. Gee, oh my god, this thing is ridiculous. There are over 100 shrines in this game, and each one is different than the last. Some might have you face off against a powerful enemy, while others might have you do something stupid like carry an ice cube up a gauntlet of fire. Don't you melt on me! Don't you melt on me! These shrines kind of work as mini dungeons that always keep the game super fresh. Because they glow orange and the draw distance in this game is ridiculous, there's always that moment when you're paragliding or climbing up a mountain where you go, huh, thanks saving the princess, I'm gonna go check out that. There could be the most simple quest, like an old lady going,
Adventurer, I need an herb to finish my pie.
And I would come back 40 days later with 20 Korok seeds, a new helmet, and a new sword. Now, this experience isn't really new to RPGs, but it's new to a Zelda game.
Wait a minute, Breath of the Wild isn't an RPG, it's an action-adventure game.
Which is true, but when you have a Zelda game that's totally open world with collectibles and upgrades and side quests and main quests, I'm gonna compare it to games that are also like that. I want to say this is the best Zelda game ever made, but it's not really a Zelda game. I mean, yeah, it's got your Ganons and your Zeldas and your Master Swords and your Octoroks, but never have you had this overwhelming sense of freedom. And not just in its layout or quest structure, but in how you handle every situation. The game gives you a huge toolbox of things to use and rules for those tools, and the game always tries to follow its own rules no matter which way you use them. For example, you could fight mobs in a thunderstorm normally by swinging your sword at them, maybe throwing a few bombs, or you could be an absolute Chad, drop that sword from your inventory, pull out your magnet powers, float in the air, wait for thunder to hit it, then drop the sword on top of them, causing them to die to lightning. Like, it's amazing. And like I said before, I played this game totally blind, and figuring out these things for yourself is so rewarding. If you haven't played Breath of the Wild already, I highly recommend you play it blind like I did. Personally, I try to play every single player game blind because half the fun for me is discovering stuff on my own instead of going online and Googling it. With games like Fallout or Skyrim, I enjoyed going to that next mysterious area instead of just Googling,
How do I get the most powerful sword?
and maybe that's just the Dungeons and Dragons lover inside of me. I like to ask my own question and get my own answers. These are adventure games, so go out there and adventure, explore. Don't follow a guide on how you should be exploring or experiencing the game. Shigeru Miyamoto once said that he took heavy inspiration from the forests and caves he used to explore as a kid when developing the first Zelda game. So I truly feel that playing Breath Breath of the Wild, without any guides or walkthroughs, is the best way to capture that sense of exploration and mystery that he was trying to create. But also, if you play this game blind, you don't realize how scary Ganon is, and then when you're on the final battle, you realize that he's a terrible monster mixed with a demon and a cockroach, and you piss yourself! Or is that just me? I want to give another huge shout out to Verve for sponsoring this video. Verve is an awesome service so you can watch your favorite animes and web shows on your Xbox, PlayStation, iOS, Android, freaking everything at any time you want. If you haven't already, you gotta check out Bravest Warriors. It's exclusive on Verve and it's one of my favorite shows of all time. You can even watch shows offline without an internet connection with Verve Premium if you sync your episodes ahead of time so you can watch it later. With Verve Premium, you also get unlimited access to the best must-have channels. You get first access to that content and you get that content ad-free. So guys, I can't recommend this enough. Go to verve.co/CircleTunesHD or click the link in my description below to get a 30-day free trial of Verve Premium. This service is amazing, and thank you guys so much for sponsoring this video. See you guys in the next one. Peace out!